Rocket to the body.
Backing up there. And that dicey shoulder.
And caught Jester again. Boy drops him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the interview with the main event fighters. We got BLOOB here, the champion, first title defense of his career, and HELLOWORLD, the #1 contender, the heavyweight division. How are we doing, boys?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. That's what we like to hear. Well, first, I want to just set the mood here. I want to ask you both, when you look at across at each other, right? You're fighting BLOOB in this case. You've seen this man fight multiple times. You've tried to study him, figure out what do you think when you're fighting this man. What comes across your mind?
Well, I mean, there's not much to put down. He's well-rounded. It's just there's nothing special about him. He's a solid fighter. There's just nothing to him.
What do you think, HELLOWORLD? What do you think about his response?
He's definitely good at the game, but I'm seeing a lot of holes that I can exploit in his boxing.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
Oh, well, you're saying he doesn't know. What does he know? Do you have something,
Talking about
Don't
Jester
I know?
fight.
Did you not put everything
ago.
on the line during the UBA Cup? Didn't I know everything from there?
That was high-ass ping.
Yeah?
That
Not
was
every
very
match,
high ping.
surely.
Surely. That does not count. That was high ping.
Whoa, there's already a lot of tension here, ladies and gentlemen. HELLOWORLD, I actually had a question for you. Hold on one second. I'm opening my notes here. Do you feel disrespected for having to fight Jester twice and then Bodhi before fighting for the belt? What is your thoughts on that?
Backhanded question.
No, man, I don't feel disrespected by that. Hey.
Castle told me to ask that, okay? Yeah, that man
No,
right there.
it's a good question. No, honestly, I don't really mind that it's taking so long. I'm new to this league. Got to build up some sort of resume a little. So, Pake fight, Bodhi fight, I'm not too bothered. It just makes me a more compelling contender,
I really feel like Jester did not ever in his life earn that rematch. That shit was bullshit. HELLOWORLD earned the title shot a long time ago.
It is what it is.
So, HELLOWORLD, say BLOOB hasn't been tested the way you have. Do you believe his record is clean or unproven? Just based off what you've seen?
I wouldn't say that. Most half of your fights are amateur fights or something like that. I don't think that's too big a deal. I mean, he's TKO Jester. That's very impressive, of course. Even with the method that he went about that, No, I don't really think his resume is awful or anything.
Okay. The Winter Cup just ended. BLOOB had a very good performance. I think Sage and team. Hold on. Yeah, but
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, you're good. He had a pretty good performance. I think he got a TKO, I believe, on Sage. Has that changed your perception on how good of a fighter BLOOB is?
I mean, I know BLOOB is good at the game. That doesn't change anything. It just gives me more tape to watch, right?
Okay. A question for you now, BLOOB. I don't know if you saw, but for the Fresh Blood, he was HELLOWORLD here. He was asking a lot of good advice for Team A. He was telling people like Tai, a possible contender for you. Actually, he just made his first contract, and has his thought process and fight IQ affected anything you believe you can do to him?
No, not at all. Again, as a coach, I respect that. You know, I've been in the corner multiple times. Rewatch Ja versus Isaac. When do you think Bing got, or not Ja versus Isaac, Ja or versus Bing? When do you think Bing got that TKO? The moment I texted him. I respect him as a coach. I respect that fight IQ. I don't think it'll amount to anything in the fight, but that's some impressive shit. It doesn't change anything that I think of him personally. Well, not obviously I have more respect for him. I don't think it changes anything in the fight though.
Okay. Do you think, even though that doesn't affect anything in the fight, do you think that possibly there's something up his sleeve that you don't know about just based off the thought process he has?
Based off the thought process he has, I mean, all of the tape he has is either 2 months old or on high ping, where my timing and my rhythm and the way that I play isn't really established. I feel like he doesn't necessarily, nobody in the UBA has really seen my genuine best so far. Again, he points out not my best boxing, which, you know, understandable. You know, high ping environments, I'm fighting in a small room scale. So Rotan, I had 200 player to player against. Sage, small room scale, injured guy. I didn't want to drag it out, so I had to TKO him quick. The way I want to box and the way I want to fight, the UBA has yet to see. He has yet to see. So.
You know, following up with that, do you think HELLOWORLD here is a real threat? Do you think he competes to your level?
I think he's a solid contender, but he's just a good heavyweight fighter compared to one of the greatest in the server right now. This is not. There's levels to this, and he's not on it right now.
What do you think about that?
I'm excited to prove him wrong next Saturday.
Okay. Hey, like you said, UBA 10, 6 p.m. EST, Saturday. Be there and be aware. Now, for you, HELLOWORLD, I have a question. Based off the performance BLOOB has already been given, do you have, like, you feel underwhelmed or kind of nervous in a sense? Do you think possibly there is a chance you do lose this?
I mean, you never know what happens. I think if anybody's going into a fight thinking they're going to lose it, they're not really in the right headspace. So, of course, I know I'm going to win it. But, you know, he obviously is not a bad competitor. He's very good. And, yeah, I'm extremely confident going in Saturday night.
Okay, another follow-up, or actually, I'm gonna just put this. This is a question for for both of you, really. When you see, like, I feel like in the ring, picture this, right? Both of you are in the ring, you can both feel the pressure. This will be your first, title defense, and you being the #1 contender, you know, does this, for either of you, have, like, any sort of pressure on you, or, like, feel like you have to prove something? You know, BLOOB, you did just say that the UB haven't seen the full you, and you say, have a lot of talent and a lot of ways you can, I guess, use it. So, what do you guys think?
I'm gonna let him start.
And to be honest, I feel like I've been underestimated my entire run at UBA, so I'm used to it, you know. I've never really gone into a fight, like, overwhelmed by the pressure. I think that's what makes you sharp. That's what helps you perform to the best of your abilities. So I like the pressure, to be honest.
All right. BLOOB?
All right. I haven't, honestly, all my fights so far, like this guy in specific, I haven't really been thinking about my title defense with HELLOWORLD. I've been thinking about, okay, what happens now that I'm gonna be 7-0 with 5 TKOs on my record? Who do I go for next? You know, like, this isn't really a fight that's on my mind very often. And to say that he's coming out here underestimated, I'd say it's properly estimated, considering we're looking at the guy that went life and death with fucking Bodhi. It's just...
Ooh. What do you have to say about that?
Hey, I mean, you can look at that performance all you want. I don't think that defines me at all. You know, you said you had bad fights. Everybody does. You know, and keep that mindset, you know?
Ooh, okay. Based off your guys' response, I actually start to wonder, I'm gonna ask HELLOWORLD first, what is your prediction for this fight? Do you think you're gonna end it early, or you think you're gonna play it safe and go the whole round. Or
I've never been
final,
known for finishing fights, you know? I don't think I have a single finish in the UBA, but hey, that's all right. I like working people for 5 rounds straight and watching them fall apart.
HELLOWORLD, the new Yomo confirmed.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Yomo. I love you.
A little bit drama here.
Yomo confirmed. UBA 11.
Bokeh.
All right. For now, BLOOB, what is your predictions for this match? Do you think it's gonna go on early or pushed all the way to the end?
If it goes to the end, it's because I let it go to the end. That's all I gotta say.
Oh. Okay. Wow. I'm sensing a lot of confidence from you, BLOOB, and that's really expected from you. In the Winter Cup, right? You were very cocky. You were very confident in your striking. Very I guess fast-paced in your thinking. Do you think HELLOWORLD would be shocked or scared by this? Maybe let's say you get knocked down in the first round. Do you think it could get to his mind and you can finish the fight early then?
He's not gonna think anything of me until we get into that ring. Obviously when I start putting belt to ass, when we do inevitably get there, that's when the mindset might change. But for right now, he's right. I truthfully haven't given the UBA enough of a reason to fear me yet. That number 2 spot, I ain't giving y'all enough of a performance to, in my mind, think I earned it. You'll see when I beat his ass inevitably why I'm in that position. But for right now, he has the right to not really care.
What do you think about that, HELLOWORLD?
I don't think he has anything that I need to be scared of.
I just cracked my finger and it was loud as hell.
Yeah. That looks so weird, man.
It does
trying
look
to
weird,
get
though, right?
Trying to get a pre-fight here going, BLOOB?
No, man, I'm just cracking my fingers.
HELLOWORLD, you have a pretty impressive record, honestly, being 5-2 and 2 draws. Do you think this is the biggest fight of your career so far?
I mean, obviously Jester has that, unk status. He's been here forever. But BLOOB is the actual champion, and that's, what's bigger than the championship? I don't think anything, but
do you think HELLOWORLD is your biggest, matchup or contender? He is the number 1, so he has to be, right?
No, legacy-wise, my only loss, I say loss, in the UBA or in any league, or my first loss in any league was to Jester in the UBA X RSVR event, which technically was an exhibition, but I still count that because that pissed me off. He was 400 ping, I came back, TKO'd him in the first round. That was my most legacy-defining moment. I think taking down a legend, a GOAT of the league fighting sport, that will forever be my defining moment in the UBA, more so than, just a number 1 contender. It's just another title defense to me when HELLOWORLD was a legacy-defining, belt-earning fight,
HELLOWORLD, I do have to ask you, you have made, you have climbed through the rankings, beat, like you said, Jester, Bodhi, and do you think that any point that time would you be the number 1 contender in fighting the champion for possibly you getting the belt?
And after I beat Jester the first time, I was the number 1 ranked, but maybe not. Maybe I didn't really earn that. That was my 3rd fight in the UBA. So yeah. I'm glad that I've sort of had the time to build up my skills, my resume, and I think I'm ready to whoop this man that's sitting right in front of me.
Ooh, what is your thoughts about that?
Woo. I can't. I got respect for HELLOWORLD. Matter of fact, I saw you playing Thing on Rivals 5 minutes ago. That also boosted the respect. I respect the fuck out of that. I love Thing players. Very, very off topic. My apologies. But I respect him. However, I'm just confident enough in my abilities to know that I am a pound for pound threat, and he is nothing but a heavyweight threat. It doesn't. Like I said earlier, there's levels to this. And it's not.
Okay. I actually have a question for both of you. You know, you guys can, pick who wants to go, but who do you think will be the biggest deciding factor in speed, power, experience, and just general, like, fighting abilities and IQ?
I mean, we're both just gonna say ourselves, right? I mean,
yeah, I feel like we both consider ourselves the better fighter. You know, only one of us is correct, and we all know it's me. But
hold on. I think the defining factor, to be honest, will be this new PTC, the new counter system. You know, I haven't tried it out yet, but
are we using the new PTC system in UBA then?
Surely we are.
That is a good question. I think
that is a very important question.
Oh, if you can see 1 HP back there, he says he doesn't know. So, but we have to ask the... Yeah, I mean...
We'll figure that out later, but if we are using PTC, you're in for a rough night.
That actually brings a question to mind. With this new damage system, V6, and if we do possibly use PTC, do you think either of you have an advantage for that? PTC is more focused on countering. BLOOB, you are the more aggressive fighter. You do wait for opportunities. So, but hold on.
I think. Go on.
Yeah.
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think BLOOB is scared of using PTC. I think if we do end up using PTC, I don't know. I think you're scared of my counters. I think you're scared of my counters.
I'm advocating for the usage of PTC.
Okay, let's do it then.
But that's what I'm asking. Like, I'm all for PTC. I have no problems with it. I've been playing it a lot. I've been enjoying it. Again, a lot of my UBA fights looks like I'm playing aggressive. That's painfully matchup dependent. Again, you look at the fights I was given in the Winter Cup. I was given 220 ping, in which I was playing from the back foot against somebody with no defense. Roatan, respect him. That brother can't defend his head for shit. You fight Sage, small room scale, shorter guy, injured, so he wants to do nothing but slug with you to prevent having to use his footwork. Granted, I gave him that. I slugged with him. And then I am Aura, again, high ping match. Dude is all timing. I had to take the fight to him at times. So a lot of my matchups, you look and you think that I'm just some like aggressive front foot demon. Again, I haven't had the time or the right fights to show UBA the kind of level of not just, throw the fight to fighter, but boxer that I am. And granted, when you look at the matchups I've had, yeah, I'm going to look like a shit fighter that has nothing but power. But that's because nobody has truly challenged me to the point where you need to use anything but power here in the UBA. And that's the kind of mentality I'm coming into it with, where if I'm not challenged to use anything but sheer physical attributes, you didn't earn to see what kind of boxer I am,
What is your thoughts about that, Lore? He was saying how he hasn't shown enough of the UBA, bad choice of wording there. He hasn't shown himself enough for the UBA. And do you think anything across that, BLOOB will have, I think I tried asking something like this, but BLOOB will have something up in mind, but you don't know about, per se.
Him not using that in the UBA just shows that he's more inexperienced in fighting that way, to be honest. So I think I'll have the advantage when it comes to the counters in the back foot fighting and everything like that. And I'm used to fighting back foot fighters, so I don't think he can show me anything that I've not seen before.
6'3" guy about to get outboxed by a 6-foot guy, and he's gonna talk all this shit now until he gets out jabbed by somebody who's 6 foot.
Out jabbed? I don't think so, buddy. Not with those short ass arms.
Ooh.
That's VR chat. That's VR chat.
I mean, from the game. Look at my arms, bro. What am I talking about?
God damn, you about as long as your t-shirt, bro.
Another question for honestly either one of you. I'll start with BLOOB first. Let's say you do lose against Hello World. What is next for you? Are you gonna try and get your belt back, or do you think maybe you're gonna take a step back and go down a division?
Well, there is no if. I'm going to. It's not an if. I'll lose. I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna win. Regardless, the plan is after Hello World not to move down, not to vacate to go down to light heavyweight, but to retain 2 belts, become a double champion, not a 2-divisional like Sage. I'm trying to be the first double champion in UBA history. In Dakota, that's light work. That's a free belt. So,
man, I'm gonna send you packing from the heavyweight division, unfortunately.
Right.
No, this guy's mind is only on Dakota. He's only focusing on the double belt with the defense right in front of me. He's not even focusing. He's watching the damn fight on the screen right now.
To be fair, it's a good ass fight.
Hey,
yeah, that was a good fight. Smoke and Maki. You know, now that I mentioned that, do you guys think if ever, because I'm pretty sure Smoke is in the light heavyweight division, so if you do...
He's in heavyweight.
He's in heavyweight. Oh.
Yep, he's number 3 ranked. And believe me, he's on my radar after Nakota.
Do you think also being in heavyweight, that is a possible contender for you if you do win the belt?
Oh, what is it? Jester and Maki are fighting on Saturday as well. I think whoever wins that deserves the next title shot, but Smokey's definitely in that conversation. You know,
also,
he's been good for a very long time. Yeah, go ahead.
I've been really curious about this. Is Jester versus Maki considered a heavyweight bout, or is it a catchweight?
I'm pretty sure it's a catchweight.
Okay, I was curious to know if Maki was actually trying to become a contender in the heavyweight division or not.
I'm sure he could do it. I mean,
he could.
I'm not even sure who I think is going to win that fight, to be honest, but it'll be close. It'll be a good fight.
I think if Maki has his full room scale space and not the smaller room scale space he usually fights in, I think Jester has that, unironically. And that might be crazy to say, but just stylistically wise. Last time they fought, they drawed, and I think that was in the smaller space.
Ooh.
I might be remembering incorrectly. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out.
It's definitely a fight I'm looking out for my first defense.
For now, Hello World, like I just asked him, if you do win the belt, or if you do lose, what is next for you? Are you gonna try and go down a weight division, or do you want to try and get back the belt or defend it?
Man, I'm too tall, man. I can't go down. Those guys will speed knock me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
No,
I'm 6 foot, so I'm technically in both divisions. This motherfucker can't do anything but heavyweight.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to rack up as many defenses as possible. You know, I'm trying to make a name for myself.
Alright, closing this interview. Oh shoot.
Oh god damn.
Is there anything else you guys want to say to each other and mention before?
I'm just like shell shocked. You just shoved your ass in my face. I'm sorry. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Unexpected. Nah, I don't have anything else to say.
What about you, BLOOB?
Yeah, all the words have already been said. We just gotta see what happens when we get into that ring.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the official interview for your champion, undefeated BLOOB, and your #1 contender, Hello World. Stay tuned for UBA 10 Saturday, 6 p.m. EST. And hopefully, it's going to be a good fight night.